Today's video is going to be special. It's going to be fun. Ever since we totally decimated the left, and man, it's still we still haven't even taken office, and the waves of euphoria sometimes just crash over me. Like sometimes I'm just, you know, in the shower and I think to myself, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I just think to myself, I can walk into Target with a MAGA hat and trigger all the single moms. You know what I mean? Or when I buy like a truck, which I eventually will do, I can just like pull up to Whole Foods, right? Next to all the Priuses with the moms getting out and the bald husband. The mother doesn't respect the husband and just be like, yeah, this is what a real man looks like. This size differential, this truck is bigger than your husband's Prius. That's not the only thing that's bigger, if you know what I'm saying. But these moments, guys, we have to relish. We have to capitalize on. That's really what this video is about because last night I just logged on to X because I was bored and I saw that Taylor Swift's birthday was trending. So what I did is I went and started putting pictures of Trump's face underneath posts of all these women, most of them are single, obviously, who were celebrating Taylor Swift's birthday. So they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, yes, bestie, Taylor Swift's birthday. This day is so great." And then there'd be like two replies, and then I'd go underneath the reply and just post stuff like this. This is the one, although I did it a bunch of times. Because these are the women that lied and slandered Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and they did it thoughtlessly. They did it with no regard for objective reality or objective truth. And so just because we're better than them and we care about reality, logic, reason, capitalism, objectivism, doesn't mean we shouldn't troll them. Because these are the women that if they had it their way, would want to destroy civilization, burn it down, and remake it in the image of their anti-truth, resentment for coherence and masculinity. You saw that in the video that I released yesterday. These women that are possessed by the resentment of the left, of Marxism, whether that be in the manifestation of feminism or a general resentment and disdain for anything ordered or masculine whatsoever. We need to remind these people what's up. So of course I posted this. Of course I posted this. But guys, this is nothing. And then of course the gif of Taylor Swift crying. I just typed in Taylor Swift crying into X's gif bar and that came up. But what I said was on this important day, because she's celebrating Taylor Swift's birthday, right? And she has this dramatic photo of Taylor Swift. So I write on this important day, because I'm hoping she's gonna read this and say, "Oh my gosh, this guy cares about Taylor Swift because he's saying on this important day." So I start on this important day. It's crucial to remember degenerate, worthless females lied and slandered men out of nothing more than their resentment for reality in a campaign to end civilization and were stopped by competent men. Now Trump presides over you. Bro, this girl had no idea what was up when she decided to post her celebration of Taylor Swift. She thought that it would be and look at that. She thought that it would be, just another casual day. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna say the opposite of the truth now. It's okay. I'm not gonna face any accountability for it. Look at this. Tay Princess, Chief Football. Boom. Boom. What's especially scary is reality is so unimportant to these people that to them it's just like another way of to them it's just like ordering like a mocha latte at Starbucks, which is pretty much the most important part of these women's day. They go and they have to get the order exactly right at the drive-through, and if they don't, they're going to post about it on Instagram, be like, "Oh my gosh, could you believe this?" They don't have the stamina to go up and be a full Karen to the manager because that would be too masculine, right? But they just complain about it on Instagram because being a victim means you're a good person. And so when they have the opportunity to vote, it's like, "Oh my gosh, well, who's the boss queen? Who's the man? Oh my gosh, that guy's a billionaire who built an empire through competence, hard work over decades, connections, and impressiveness. And he's backed by the most impressive man in the world that my annoying brother likes. Well, I must vote against them." They don't look at it like we do, where we're like, okay, we need to preserve freedom because we're on the precipice of losing free speech, which would mean the downfall of civilization. We know how the Roman Empire ended. We know how civilizations ended across time. The left is literally trying to put us in jail. They're trying to persecute us because and we understand this because we've read literature and history on what it looks like when they've tried to do this in the past. And meanwhile, the girl's just like, "And anyway, I tried to order the mocha latte and it didn't come with the right, almond milk." So guys, the point of this video is that we need to remind these people not only the cost of their insanity, which should be them being mocked, but that they're disconnected with reality. go out of your way to wear a MAGA shirt into Target. Like, maybe you don't shop at Whole Foods because it's overpriced. I understand that. They do have a really good hot food bar, so maybe just go in there one time, with the MAGA hat. Let the cashier see that you're wearing the MAGA hat and just smile at them. When you're in the airport, wear something MAGA. It's important to remind these people who they are. And so, dude, the replies that I've been getting are so juicy. They're so fucking great. And I feel like this is what it must feel like to be one of those farming accounts. I never do this, but it's like, those accounts on X that just say something to get a reaction. That's what I feel like now because dude, this is so good. Every time I've looked at this, I start laughing. This is so funny. Bro, she didn't know what was up. She thought she was just gonna celebrate Taylor Swift. Little did she know. Degenerate, worthless females lied and slandered a man out of nothing more than their resentment for reality. The campaign to end civilization and were stopped by competent men. Oh no. Guys, I have another great video coming tomorrow on Neil deGrasse Tyson because he has been infected by the woke mind virus, and it's important for him to understand that he's being rebuked in the public sphere. To psychopaths on the left, that's really all they care about is their image because they don't care about merit or virtue. We see that with these girls, and you saw that in the video that I released yesterday too of a particular woman near the age of 50 saying that she would be on Forbes and quote be a Fortune 500 company as a person. No one knows how that's possible in her head. Who knows what it means. And she would do this by quote leaving a living legacy for her son, and she's quote considering making an OnlyFans. She said a lot more stuff. That's really what I just said there is only 20% of the stuff she said, but I provided in-depth analysis for the architecture of feminism. So that's yesterday's video. Today's video is just sort of about enjoying it more. And it doesn't always have to be like a MAGA piece of clothing. If you have it, wear it. I'm serious. Wear it over the next 4 years. Since Trump has won, I've bought one, two, three, four pieces of clothing that say MAGA on it, not including a MAGA hat that I have. And then I bought 2 articles of clothing from InfoWars. And I completely plan on wearing these out in public nonstop for the next 4 years. And you should too. I'm being completely serious because this is about breaking their psychopathy, breaking the delusion in their head that they're the only people that deserve to live a public life, that's not canceled. We beat these psychopaths. We need to remind them of that. And I've had this conversation with a couple other people that see me out and they give me compliments on my MAGA shirt and they're like, oh, that's so cool. And I talk with them and it's clear that they're afraid still because they're afraid of being seen as worse people. They don't want to engage in conflict. But something that I've learned, and I wasn't expecting this, the first time I wore a MAGA shirt out in public after Trump won, I was expecting to get confronted by leftists. I was expecting people to get angry with me. But I did it anyway because my personality is disagreeable. But what I found out is that they're actually the afraid ones now. You're not wearing that MAGA shirt out in public because you don't want to be confronted. You don't want to be yelled at by some, crazy, weird woman. And I completely understand that. But what I found out, guys, is that they're afraid now. They're afraid of us. We have spent years being told that we're worse than them because we're not a part of their cult of victimhood that grants counterfeit virtue. We don't have to be afraid. And not only that, but it is our job now to back the team of logic, reason, rationality, individuality, freedom, meritocracy, capitalism, masculinity, the list goes on. Because these people have constructed a castle on a bunch of lies. It's built on sand, not the rock, right? So I'm not saying you have to live at war with these people. That's only if you're exceptionally based and have become a member at abrahambir.locals.com. For $5 a month, you can enrage the communists. But just remind these people that they're not better than you. It's very important. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.